Hey everybody, this is Aaron with GeoAce, and we are in the middle of a new tutorial series all around Mergin Maps and setting up the Community Edition server for yourself. We are actually, full disclaimer for this video, we aren't getting into the containerization yet. What we are going to be doing is setting the stage for it. So we're going to be setting up the virtual machine, we're going to be reserving a static IP address, installing GitHub and Docker, and then the next videos will be about actually working to configure the Community Edition software. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in and get to it. All right, so the first thing that you have to do is you need to have a Google account or something that you can use to log into Google Cloud. So I have gone to cloud.google.com right here, and you can go ahead and go to Start Free. And within that, you can sign your life away. You notice you have a $300 in free credit here, so that's awesome for this tutorial series. And then you're going to be setting up payments and so on and so forth. So go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you on the other side where we're going to create a project. All right, so we're going to go ahead and assume that your sign up has gone swimmingly with Google Cloud and that you have entered your payment information and you have your free $300 credit and you're good to go. Assuming that all of that is done, you just go to cloud.google.com, you go to console. Now we need to start a project and actually get this virtual machine up and running. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and go to create a new project. We're going to call this one Mergin Tutorials. And from there, we're going to just create it. We'll go ahead and activate this. I guess I forgot to do that. Yep, that's fine. And from here, we're going to look for our project. All right, you can see here now that we are in our new project, Mergin Tutorials. I'm hoping that you have a similar project going. And the first place we need to go is right at the top. So we're going to go to Compute Engine to set up our virtual machine. All right, and this is pretty easy, but I'll walk you through it here. We're going to enable the API. This could take a minute or a couple minutes, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause the video. All right, so we have successfully enabled the API, and now we need to actually make our machine. So let's do that. I'm going to go to Create Instance. So this is going to be super simple to set up, but I am going to take a minute to talk through your options that you have here, at least the ones that are kind of important to me. So the first thing, we'll go ahead and set a name. I'm just going to call it Mergin Maps server. And then we're going to set a region. Now with the region, I would recommend finding the place that is as close to the field work as possible, because that translates to a kind of a performance, not boost, but it will make the transfer back and forth a little bit faster for you. I'm in Ohio, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit Columbus, and zone doesn't really matter. Zone becomes important if you're talking about larger stacks, but it's fine for now. E2, this is the type of machine that you can create. The defaults are absolutely fine for this. I'm just gonna, for the interest of time, hit accept the defaults, and you don't even need a large machine to get started here. You might want to get a larger machine a little bit later if you are going to have a lot of field users out there who are syncing at the same time, and probably more importantly, if you're going to be planning on implementing DB sync and media sync in the future. So media sync can move your photos into the cloud like a bucket or something, and the DB sync connects to Postgres and syncs back and forth with Postgres. For now, the defaults are just fine, and I'm going to hit create, and I will play this video again once the wheel is done spinning and we've created our machine. All right, success. So we have our server up and running now. It's a Linux machine because we don't want to pay licensing. This is an open source tutorial series after all. And we are going to hit SSH to connect to the machine and start to throw some commands in there. Now we are going to be using the spooky, scary command line, but check the notes. I'm going to post the GitHub of all of the things that you're going to need to copy and paste in order to get Docker ready and ultimately for the Mergin Maps install later on. So the first thing we need to do is we need to update the server. This is just kind of a best practice thing. Whenever you're going to be installing libraries, we update our server. And next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install GitHub here. This is going to let us clone the repository for Mergin Maps and Docker for that matter onto this machine. So paste the command, we're going to hit yes. And we are good and installed with GitHub now, so we're going to go ahead and start the Docker process. In my notes, I will put where the Docker install guide is in case this video ages over time and the process changes. You'll be able to follow that URL and at least you won't be completely lost. But I'm going to go ahead and start pasting all of the commands for Docker installation here. There are 4 of them. I'm sorry, especially if you're used to setting up Linux machines, this is painfully slow, but we're gonna press on anyway. Do more pasting. Ah, finally we're there. So we're gonna go ahead and hit yes. So our Docker installation is done. We can verify that it's done by running a quick container. You can see that everything is going well, but one thing that you maybe noticed if you're a Linux veteran, maybe you didn't, is that we ran sudo to create the container. We don't want to use sudo to run the container for Mergin Maps or any other container for that matter, so we're going to change permissions a little bit. That way we can run Docker without all of the God mode permissions. So we're going to paste a couple more commands in here associated with user permissions. That way we can run Docker just as the Mergin tutorials user in my case. It looks like it was 3 different commands here. We're going to go ahead and now try setting up a new container just without the sudo. So we're not using God mode permissions for this as the root user of the machine. All right, and you can see that the container worked and is good to go. I'm not going to go into a Docker tutorial here. I'm literally trying to get you up and running with Mergin Maps. So with Docker installed, there's really only one more thing that's left to do here, and that is to go back into the dashboard here and reserve or create a static IP address for your Mergin Map server. So this is the IP address your users are going to be going to, and it's currently an ephemeral IP address, which means that it could change the second that you shut down your computer and restart it. We don't want that to happen. So we are going to go to the search up here, and we're just going to put in IP addresses. Pretty simple stuff. You can see here that we have this one in use. This is our IP address. You can see that it is showing as ephemeral, which means it can change at any time. We don't want that to happen, so we are going to say reserve external static IP address. We're going to call it our Mergin Maps and hit our region, which for me was Columbus. Make sure that you put the region that is specific to you here. And then we're going to attach it to Mergin Map server. We're going to hit reserve. And now when you actually go back to the compute engine, it'll be done. Now that the process is done, you can see that we still have 2 IP addresses, but we have one that is now showing as static, which means it will not change. And now we can actually feel good about attaching a domain to it, or if you're not doing a domain, at least you're going to keep the same IP address day in and day out. And just to confirm that, we will go to our VM instances here. Check it out. We have our external IP address and we're good to go. All right, on the next video, it's going to be an optional one. We're actually going to attach a domain to this server. You don't have to do this step, but I would recommend it, especially if there's going to be people other than you using this server. And then after that one, we're actually going to get into setting up Mergin Maps. So thanks for bearing with me. We're going to go ahead and keep things moving with the next video. All right, we'll see you then. Bye.